Hey YouTube, this is React Pact. I'm Adam.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is My Hero Academia, The Unforgiven. So, last time we had the awkward family dinner with the Todorokis and hilarious thin walls and everybody still standing around. But we did have a little bit of character progression with Midoriya officially, letting Todoroki know that, yeah, we know all about this. So, I guess maybe their friendship might be strengthened as a result. And Bakugo really like the food. What do you guys think?
We also got a glimpse of Toya right at the end.
Yes.
We got some mixed comments on that.
Yeah, there was some saying that the color here was a spoiler, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. And yeah, I have no idea. So I eventually just stopped checking the comments because I felt like the arguments would probably get into spoiler territory. So I as far as I know, could be an animation mistake or it could be a story thing. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Not gonna think about that too much because either way, the whole point that we've been thinking of is we thought Toya ran away. That's us trying like he's dead. That's the main takeaway that we've got from that. So what the hell is going on? And also, I believe in our after talk we thought maybe that's even more strength for why it could be Dabi.
Yeah.
Because we were thinking perhaps maybe Dabi got burned somehow, and that's why he got all those skin grafts on him.
Yeah, and Dabi has blue eyes.
Yeah, like Endeavor's got blue eyes. But other than that, yeah. What do you guys expect for this episode?
Well, it says it's called The Unforgiven, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's gonna have more to do with Endeavor.
Yeah, and I think we'll see the conversation between Midoriya and Todoroki.
And also, someone mentioned they think this might be the closing episode for this arc, which didn't really feel like a arc until maybe last episode. But hey, so I guess we'll see where this goes. You look shocked.
Like, what arc?
Yeah.
Well, this story detour where we went off to the.
Oh, just this little detour. Okay.
Yeah, a mini arc, I guess.
Mini arc. Okay.
Perhaps arc was the wrong word to use. But yeah, so you look so shocked.
It's like, did I miss something?
But thank you guys for being here, guys. We'll see you in discussion. But remember, guys, if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Check out the comments. Check out the Patreon in the description if you guys just want to support us or if you want to see the next episode of any show early on. And also, remember, check out the new show that dropped Sundays tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time in the noon. So thank you guys again. See you in discussion.
Tell him right now, we're not friends.
I like how he goes anyway, though.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Several years ago.
Oh, who did they capture?
The
fight was even worse.
The guy.
まさに武田けしく燃え盛る紅の炎。
Creepy stalker?
絶望し、たゆたう周すら疎ましく思えたあの日、高見という窃盗犯を捕らえたあんたを見たんだ。
Takami.
あの日から爪男に選べるのは人生の幕の下ろし方だけだ。
I feel like if somebody's dressed like that after they get out of prison, you should just put him back in.
なぜかって。
Oh, he's gonna attack Natsu.
Oh.
Boost.
Oh.
Trigger, rather.
He wants Endeavor to end his life.
Or not. Okay.
Oh, we're telling the whole story, so I guess.
Oh.
I'll do it.
Alright.
That's
I mean, I wouldn't say only.
No, you shouldn't be bringing this up at all. This is weird.
Do it or else.
I'll have you just.
His friendliness is so aggressive.
翔太とお友達になってくれてありがとう。緑谷くん。まあ、
ちらこそです。
Baku's like, why did you hold mine?
That's what I was thinking. Oh. Oh dear.
So is that the road?
It looked like
line on the
he
road?
controls
fakes the
lines.
lines. Or maybe he controls lines. Yeah.
That's Midori in the middle. You can see it.
今後週末に加え駒をずらせるなら平日最低2日は働いてもらう。ワンならもっとでけえ車用意してタイヤに文句言う高校生か。アグレッシブな運転。エンデバー、あんたいつからこのチャリンコ乗せるようになったんだい。頂点に立たされてからだ。立場の人。
I guess.
This guy.
Sounds.
ってなんだ。
Oh my. It is the road lines. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
Construction only makes him stronger.
Construction.
Rage.
この男を殺すからな。頼むよエンデバー。本当間違いないでくれ。
So maybe he's upset he didn't kill him last time?
Yeah.
殺してくれ。
Yeah.
そのままゆり炎で俺燃やし尽くしてく
Could Endeavor's face.
れ。どうぞ。殺してやりんことだ。忘れるんです。
Ooh.
Oh, outfits.
Nice. Quick change.
Does this? I love that Isuke is launched in the air.
Yeah.
Angry Alfred.
Angry Alfred, right?
Oh, they're less.
Ooh.
Oh, he's slow to start up. He's like, it's winter time.
You have the ability to grab him and cut it.
Come on, Endeavor. Endeavor.
What is happening?
I think he got paralyzed with confusion.
Oh, he's gonna try and capture Todoroki. Oh dear.
Cars from below.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh!
Nice. Good job, Kachan. Good job, Kachan.
Oh, black whips.
Nice.
You got him?
You should have put them
Put them
down.
down, yes.
You should have put them down.
Oh, I'm right.
You're supposed to be ready.
They're gonna catch him faster than he could.
Yeah, they did it. Oh!
Oh, he saved
Not
him
even
too.
him.
Good job.
Scared father. Oh.
I think he caught to the Baku in there.
He probably.
Yeah. Oh, that smell.
Okay. Of course.
He doesn't care right now.
He's the best character now.
Yeah, I think he just got scared because it was his son in danger.
Yeah.
Embarrassed.
And everybody
kid now.
watching now.
Oh, what happened?
助けたらこの先お前は俺に何も言えなくなってしまうのではないかと
Why are we having this conversation in public? I'm secondhand embarrassed.
信じなくてもいい俺はお前たちを疎んでいたわけじゃないトウヤも俺が殺したも同然だ
Jay is supposed to be dead.
These
Get out of the
people.
way.
ずっとトウヤ人から聞かされてきた俺が許す時なんて来ないよ俺は仕事みたいに優しくないから
Why are we having this conversation?
それでも顔を出してくれるのは冬美とレイのためだろうお前も優しいんだ
Yeah.
準備をしてるんじゃないかな君はとても優しい人だから
So now it applies to you too.
You've been told you're kind. You have to believe it.
Indirect talk no jutsu. Who's that in the background?
爆豪だよね
Oh, yeah, he hasn't chosen one.
君だろ教えて言わねえよ
What about me? Tell me?
Can you tell me?
Oh, he's gonna
gonna
tell
go Best
Jean.
Jeanist
Best
first.
Jeanist.
Oh, that's cute.
Sneeze.
Yeah. He actually recognizes it.
He's a spy, he knows.
Of course he knows. He's like the perfect hero. He knows everything.
Amazing.
That's the same. It always looks different.
Yeah.
もう大丈夫だ二人の交通の便を考慮した土地に新しく家を建てるそこで母さんを迎えてあげてくれ隊員の
So they're gonna put her in a separate house so she's comfortable.
いきなりで悪いが引っ越しの準備をしておくれ
Start getting ready to move.
待ってお父さん
囲んでいるたわいのない会話で笑い合うそんな小さな幸せを
He's smiling in the dream this time.
抱きしめるようにして
Oh, that's so sad.
だがその食卓に俺はいつもいない
お父さんはどうするの
ここに残る彼らを本当に思うなら
I think that might be the best play.
Yeah.
At least for now.
Doing what he gotta do. Discussion.
Discussion.
So that is truly the end of this little segment where we went off to Endeavor's
Get
place.
training, yeah.
Mm.
So I do have a bit of mixed feelings on that because I've been saying I've been waiting for that moment where I felt like something was coming.
Mhm.
And given that we just saw that and we're back to the school, it's either that episode or the episode after that episode, stuff pops off, or it feels like we're not getting anything till the end of the season. It's just because we just got a story, we just got a big bunch of story. We know
Mhm.
Hawks is in with this group.
Mhm.
So I'm just wondering, given the pace that we've seen,
Mhm.
Are we going to just suddenly speed up, or are they going to have to coax us in with a little bit more dribbles, and then the end of the season we get next season is on, you know?
I think the first half of the next episode is going to be everybody talking about, like, this was our work study,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the next half is going to be introducing the threat and being like, oh, something big is going down.
That's what I want.
And then the next episode, it pops off.
I do hope so, because I've been mentioning that it's been some times been going by, and I want to see that and read the story. And
Yeah.
I just from the end of that, it gave me the feeling as though we might be going into another lull, but it could go either way here. It could go
Yeah.
into another lull, or we could go into the action. But this episode, I loved.
Mm.
Funnily enough, as much as I had a reservation with how long it was taking for things to go, I love this episode because we finally got some resolution with his family.
Yeah.
So what do you guys
A
think about
solution of sorts.
that? A solution of sorts, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to the beginning. They just decided that, you know what, let's just have a formal conversation about this with our friends.
Well, yeah. I mean, it seems weird from outside, but I think from inside, if you just saw that you're very clearly a problem right there that's going on. You don't want to leave well, only from her, I guess it's a little stranger, but you wouldn't want to leave them in the dark as to why there's this tension. So they're constantly wondering, and because they clearly saw it. So what is it, or is it just going to be us guessing now, and perhaps even rumors, worst case scenario start, which I doubt they would do that. But just clear it up right here now. So you already have pieces. That's what's the issue.
Yeah. And then Natsu and Toya were best friends. That's why. And
So it was what I thought. They were close.
And it seems like Toya hated the father the most because he was the one that told Natsu that their father was shunning them.
Well, he was the eldest, right? He saw what they saw. He saw the longest.
Toya.
He was the first. The way to put it, he was the first disappointment to his father. So all that time, all that weight was on him, and then he finally got Natsu, and then maybe his father didn't like him either, and so then he had somebody to be with and be a friend with, and so he got close to them. And that's why Shoto, Natsu didn't really know much about Shoto because he took him away from the group. So yeah, makes sense. I love the little thing about Bakugo wanting the recipe.
Yeah, it's like, you better
give me the maple fruit recipe.
Even the last episode, he was like, "Stop! You're ruining the flavor of the tofu."
Maple fruit.
Maple fruit. Yeah.
No, it was something tofu. Maybe it's
not
maple
multiple
fruit,
things,
tofu.
to be honest. It wasn't just one thing.
Mm.
He loved the food, and he was just like, "Man, these people are arguing. Shut up!
Yeah.
It's good."
It was good. Yeah.
And just like we were talking about, we were like trying to figure out how our three guys would end up catching a villain before Endeavor. It had to be Endeavor making a mistake.
I literally said, realistically, it would take them a month, but given this show and these people, it's going to be a week. I literally said that last episode. And he said, these guys, in just 1 week. I felt so vindicated.
Yeah. Although technically they didn't beat him.
Yeah. There's a massive technicality there. That's his son.
Yeah.
He had like a bit of a moment.
Yeah, so I missed the wording. I know why he froze, but the wording. What exactly did he say? If I had saved... Did he say...
He said he would never have anything to say to him again. I don't understand why, but that's what he said.
Oh, that's the wording?
Yeah.
Okay. So because what I was gathering there is he was going to try to save him, and it's like he felt that even if he saved him, it wouldn't have mattered much. Because... Not that he wouldn't try to save him, but he would save him, and it made no progress on the relationship. Like, oh, you saved me, thanks for that, but that didn't patch things up. Like, he felt like that wouldn't be enough. At least that's kind of what I got from it. Like, it wouldn't be enough still. And it was like almost, I don't want to do this right thing because it will confirm to me that there was nothing that I could do to actually fix this relationship. That's kind of what I gleaned from that. It feels like that's wrong though. So I would like to really know like what you guys thought.
It feels like it's a bit too poetic to understand.
Yeah, I honestly didn't get it when he said it. I was like, what?
Because he said, "I'm sorry." The thought crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I missed the individual wording after that.
That even if I saved, you wouldn't have to say anything to me.
There would be nothing left to say to me.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is kind of like if I saved you, there still wouldn't be any progress. But I'm sure we'll get corrected on that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a definitive, actual what it's supposed to be. But what do you think about the ending? The guy.
Oh yeah, that guy was like, his flame is going out. He's not
arrogant flame.
The arrogance and whatever he saw in Endeavor in the very beginning, he that's the type of person he wanted to take him out.
Why do you think that? He wants to be killed by someone who's arrogant and full of rage and destruction. He wants that to kill him.
I think it may be as a bad guy with a evil intent in his mind. He sees that as like the epitome of the hero, the type of hero that he might look up to, that he would want to be his undoing.
He wants to be killed by it because he did say the only thing he can choose is the way it ends.
Yeah,
which I guess wasn't true because he went to jail, but
twice.
Yeah, so he wants to go out with a bang. He has a very interesting power.
Yeah.
He'd make one hell of a hero if he was if things went right.
Right in mind. Yeah.
I just wrote down voice actor because man, that was great. he was convincing. He sounded completely insane, yet he had a purpose. I loved it. Very good job.
Right when what's his name? Deku used his black whip suddenly.
Oh yeah,
I was kind
perfectly.
I was kind of like, really? Like
it's just
like just out of us all of a sudden right now. Okay.
Everybody perfect. Good
Yeah.
job.
It does feel a bit not. It feels
Plot device.
No, I feel like they made a mistake in the way they introduced it. Because
The
they
first time?
introduced it the first time, it went insane and did that whole thing, and then he was like, I gotta lock this away, it's too powerful right now. I've got to master one for all to get it. So that sets up high expectations that he needs to
Yeah.
like way down the line master it. But realistically, he didn't need to lock it off that much. In fact, he immediately tries to undo that mental lock he did with All Might and Bakugo. So that tells us that, okay, maybe he doesn't need that much. Maybe it is straining to use, but then right there, I mean, sure, he's trying to save some people whose lives are in danger, but it wasn't the most dramatic of moments.
Yeah,
and this
not
show
at all.
usually uses dramatic moments to unlock power.
Yeah.
So I think they just overhyped it with how much he locked it away.
Yeah. They kind of overdid that.
Yeah.
True.
Because there's no going back from now.
No, because now he can control it basically, unless it's gonna be like it has to be a high emotional.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be
moment.
troublesome, but it's not going to be the Black Whips are like this crazy next level power. They
Not
just don't-
anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
We're going to be moving on to other powers and just figuring out this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I said it before, I'll say it again. Why do they have to have the whole conversation in public?
Yeah, you hate that stuff, don't you?
No, it's so cringy. I'm just a secondhand embarrassment to the max.
Well, yeah. I mean, anime.
Anime.
But also, they just had this conversation. He just left the house, so
Yeah,
he's like,
it's
it's
fresh.
all on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's bottled up, and then his dad says that stuff to him, and it just came out.
Yeah. And again, the whole thing about the whole conversation the whole thing that Midoriya said to Todoroki, Natsu was taken to heart. It was like, well, if he came to this dinner thing, obviously he feels some kindness somehow, even if he doesn't want to think of it as directed towards his father. There is something there, and maybe he is in some subconscious level trying to forgive his father.
Well, yeah, he said, "Why does it? I have to be the one to actually change." So
Yeah.
so from that, I think that a part of him wants everything to be okay, but he himself doesn't want to forgive his father, and he also can't, even if he wanted to.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, that's where his father came to the conclusion that he just needs to let them be on their own for a while.
Yeah. Or maybe he's not even thinking of it as for a while.
Yeah,
maybe
he's
he's
not.
thinking of this is the only way, because that's how he was saying it.
Well, yeah, I just meant.
Yeah. So his solution is get them another house and let the mother be able to live with him there. Unfortunately, poor Fuyumi is gonna be pretty sad because
Yeah,
that's
she
not
wants all of them.
that's not the solution she wants. It's very interesting. I think Fuyumi, no, Shoto is the youngest,
Shoto's
right?
the youngest,
But Fumi's the second youngest.
second
Yeah.
oldest, second youngest.
I thought it was second youngest.
Yes, she is second youngest.
Because Natsu and Toya are closest. I just assumed that they were closest in age.
I
too.
think she's the second youngest. I think so.
That would make sense because that would be also help towards why she's so much more forgiving, because she maybe didn't see a lot of what happened. She only had hearsay. I don't know.
Went through a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I do still go back to the whole. Not only they did the whole shadowing of she got a lot of her mother in her, but
That
not
too.
just that. I do wonder if he never pushed her like he pushed the others,
right.
because Shoto hated him from very quickly as a kid, even before the boiling water. But he was
He
more
just
of
never
a,
showed it.
it was from more of a place of fear, and then it turned into hate after his mom did the thing. So I imagine she would have seen enough of it if she was getting pushed too. But because she even has streaks of red in her hair, which means
Yeah,
she
so-
has
yeah.
probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
But I just guess that maybe he didn't try it. Also, angry Alfred. the
Oh, yeah.
driver.
Oh yeah.
It's great.
Fantastic.
And he was like, "Zounds! What was that?"
It just sounds like a scream, but apparently it's the word zounds.
Zounds.
Zounds! Like zoinks almost.
Oh yeah.
Zoinks. And then, what's his name? Kachan figured out the name that he wants to go with, but he wants to tell Best Genius first.
It's 100% Best Genius.
Oh yeah, 100.
I wonder where we're gonna find Best Genius, because we
He's
know that
dead.
Hawks.
I'm
No,
kidding.
Hawks like kidnapped him for the bad guys for something.
He's MIA.
So yeah, he's MIA somewhere, and hopefully safe. Like I know Hawks would do it like mindfully, like whatever is gonna happen to him. He has. I don't know. I feel like he would think about what he's doing. Like even though he has to capture him for the bad guys, like he might have some sort of plan to make sure he's safe or something.
I think of Hawks
Yeah,
like a
but-
quadruple agent, but yeah.
He might be so dedicated because he's been in the government pawn all his life. We don't know how far he's willing to go.
True.
How thoroughly he's willing to assimilate.
Well, he works for the Hero Commission thingy, which, so he's with them, but he's also a hero. So therefore, I think that he technically kind of also spies on heroes, but also he's supposed to spy on this deep agency thing.
Yeah, Liberation Army thing.
But on top of all that, he's betraying them to tell Endeavor a warning. Which, if you think about it, why would he be telling Endeavor the warning and not just the Hero Commission?
Agency, yeah.
So
well,
that-
Maybe he doesn't trust
can't
what they
get
would do about it.
close to them either because I don't think the Liberation Army knows that he's working for the Hero Agency.
Well, no, but we've seen him go and give them
Information,
reports.
yeah.
So if he's willing to be able to do that, but he still tells Endeavor, that to me means that the Hero Commission isn't telling the top heroes stuff they need to know because they're suspicious of them.
I thought that was a flashback before he started working for the Liberation Army, and it got Best Genius to
That is
as an offering to start working for Liberation.
that's true. I gotta imagine though he's got a way to contact them. Like, what use is a spy if you can't contact your handler?
Yeah, maybe it's those coffees he's been going to get.
Maybe. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say he's got all those bugs and spyware in his body, but that's the Meta Liberation using.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still like Hawks, even if he might be, I don't know, quadruple agent, like you're saying, like a little bit, maybe you can't trust him 100. But I really like his character, and I especially like how they're like, you know, everybody does the sneeze thing, or like, oh, somebody's talking about me.
Yeah.
Or it's
Every
like, are you
show.
catching a cold? But
Yeah.
he's like, oh, somebody's talking about me.
It's
It's
Endeavor.
Endeavor, isn't
Endeavor.
it? He's
Like,
like, he
nobody's around.
knows. How do you know?
No, imagine that though. You're alone walking down the hall. Endeavor, stare. Nobody's there. Nobody can see that you did that. No one can acknowledge this.
Yeah, I just love his character. He's really cool.
But Hawks, yeah, he screams sacrificial hero to me. The guy that, even though he's a second place hero, which usually isn't something that happens to a sacrificial hero, he puts himself in a position where he doesn't gain anything. He's sacrificed so much of his life, but he will do all that for the greater good. Is the kind of person he comes across to me. Even if he becomes the villain in the people's eyes, he's the hero in reality.
It feels like he's sacrificing for the greater good while looking for the greater good. Like he's not like justice kind of guy like what's his name? Like All Might or Endeavor was. He has his own sense of justice that's still on the side of justice but for different reasons other than save everybody. It's more like keep the peace, like secondary justice stuff.
Yeah, because he does say he wants to fight for a world where heroes get bored. Like, they have too much time on their hands. Which probably would cause another problem, to be honest. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Other than all I had left was Endeavor decided to live away from them, which we decided, and the episode name was fitting, Unforgiveness, because that's where we ended on.
Yeah, basically they can't forgive him. Or Natsu can't forgive him. And maybe also Shoto.
I don't know if I'll make it through the cut, so to say it again, we were agreeing that pretty much... I think we actually did bring it up already, but yeah, that is the best option is for him to stay away from them. That's, in abusive households, that's the number one thing is you need to separate from the abuser so that you clear your mind and you can understand things.
Yeah, and also change your environment.
Change your environment. And Endeavor genuinely wants to do the right thing, but it's important, even though it's just a show, to remember he did do those very bad things.
Yeah.
And they need to be in a place where they're okay first.
Mentally.
And that's who's not okay.
Yeah.
Even if Fuyumi's okay, they all need to be okay.
Yeah.
Shoto, he's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it'd be interesting if we got some conversations with, some conversation with Todoroki and his mom, maybe the family with the mom, just to see how they think and talk. Because it's kind of setting up for it to be some kind of a tragic atonement for Endeavor. Because he just never sees himself at that table.
Yeah.
That's really setting up for some kind of a tragedy to me.
Yeah. We can't lose him. He's number 1 hero.
And then it's going to be Hawks.
The bright side is going to be one hell of a house. I imagine this guy's going to be so rich. I just don't imagine him spending anything on any frills his whole life.
Yeah, and
he's
he's all out on
all
them.
his money in this bank or the agency. So it's like this massive house.
Yep.
All right, anything else?
No.
All right.
Other than I wonder what their house is going to look like.
We'll see it in season 6. But guys, thank you very much for being here. It was a fun episode into the arc. If you guys have any thoughts on this, because it's kind of a mini arc, leave us a description of what you think this season has done for this little arc there. Like, give it a rating or something.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, of course. But thank you guys very much for being here, guys. Like the video, please remember to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and check out the Patreon in the description if you guys want to just support us or you want to see an episode ahead of any of the other shows. Remember, tomorrow Demon Slayer is dropping episode 2 in case you're into that. So we'll see you guys next time on React Pact. Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
And thanks to Muz, to Cholfen, John, Kay, and White.